Now, here's your first alert weather forecast with meteorologist Kirk Greenfield.
It was a pretty mild day today that reached up into the mid to upper 70s, depending on where you're at. But we've cooled off since then. Let's take a look at the Jantills Marietta Skycam atop the Lafayette Hotel. Most recently, we're looking at 61 degrees. And when we take a look at the other values, we're about 35% relative humidity. The winds have slowed considerably, barely moving out of the north at about 3 miles per hour. So no gusty winds. This is a step in the right direction. It reduces the risk of spread of wildfire. Looking at our current temperatures, a lot of 50s on the board at this point, but Parkersburg is still hanging on to 61. We're going to slide through the 50s tonight. We're about 1 degree warmer than we were yesterday at this same time, but you can see there's been a lot of variation here. Wheeling's a good 11 degrees warmer. Elsewhere, Charleston is maybe 2 degrees cooler. Most recently, when we take a look at the temperatures, we can see they're falling into the 40s. It looks like by 4 a.m. we'll be coming out of the 50s into the 40s and then rebounding tomorrow afternoon above the 60s into the mid 70s once more, and then we're going to drop back down. So it's just about the same temperature spread each day as we go up and down. As we get into Friday, it certainly looks like we're going to be making a good run for the 80s once more. What's going on? Well, there's a low pressure system over the midsection of the country, and what's defined as just kind of a stationary front that's waffling over top of the region. That's just enough to move some air, but not a great deal of movement is going on. So it's been a pretty mild evening. Looking at futurecasts, there's some broken clouds expected as we get into tomorrow morning sunshine, and then we have a close call as far as any rain showers, maybe between 6, 7. There will be some intensification down by Charleston, but very scattered. Very light showers, if any, in our area. As we get into Friday, sunshine once more, and we're going to see that southerly flow, and temperatures are going to jump once more. So the winds over the next 24 hours, generally 3 miles per hour to calm. No strong gusts expected as we go through Thursday, and that's good. That's a change from what we saw today. 43 for the tonight's low, partly cloudy and mild overnight with very slight winds. Now tomorrow, 77 for the high once more, a mix of sun and clouds, remaining very warm. In fact, we don't even show the chance of precipitation on this graphic, but it's very, very slight. Partly cloudy Thursday. On Friday, it looks like we will make a run for the 80s, but these are the wild cards. On Saturday and Sunday, there are first alert weather days because of the potential for thunderstorms and strong storms and perhaps some tornadic activity depending on how this comes through. Then a dramatic drop behind it, almost to freezing. Monday, we will get down a little farther before we start to climb back to the upper 60s and into the 70s next week. So it's certainly a springtime pattern as far as the temperatures go. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Kirk.